doubt can be utterly paralyzing for some people. And in my practice, in my path, I can definitely reflect on it having a strong grip from childhood conditioning, from having done the shadow work. It feels very delicious and true and real. And it can materialize as, I'm not doing the practice right, I can't do this, I'm a fraud, should I do this, should I do that, should I be in this relationship, should I not be in this relationship? This is the voice of doubt. And for some people, they're able just to see that thought as a thought and drop it and let it go, and it's gone, and then they're back to their day and they're doing their thing. But for other people, it has deep wounds in childhood and is very pervasive in their practice and affects their capacity just to show up in life so significantly, because its teeth and roots are sunken so deeply into the nature of self, and it sets up the selfing apparatus so readily that it's basically very, very strong and conflicting and quite burdensome in their daily life and in their practice. So this video is more for that person. Now, maybe if you're watching this and that feeling, it might actually be alive for you right now. It's okay if it's not. But I want to offer some things that I found incredibly valuable. And it's worth pointing out that your mind may very well resist these pointers, because doubt, the nature of doubt, especially if it's very potent for you for practice, it's going to say things like, oh yeah, this is just another one of those practices that isn't going to work. And this is just another one of those things that, I'll try for 2 or 3 weeks and then it's gonna stop working. That is the voice of doubt. Maybe you can feel into it right now. Do you have it in the body? Do you feel that sense in the body? Again, if not, it's okay. But just noticing that sensation, noticing that pull, it's so powerful, isn't it? It's so delicious. Like it really wants to be real. It really feels true. Okay. Now, there are 2 helpful approaches that we could take here to look at this doubt, because just asking right now, what is that costing you for you to believe that? For you to continuously keep believing that doubt thought? What is that costing you? Pause the video if you need to. Really drop into your body and feel that one out. What is that costing you to believe that? Okay, now coming back to the nature of inquiry. There are 2 routes that you can take with doubt in my experience. Well, 3. One is that you could fully believe it, and it's like it takes seed in your mind, and then it starts blossoming out into all of the thoughts about how much of a fraud you are, how worthless you are, how much you've tried to get away from this doubt, and you just can't seem to do it for some reason. That's the narrative. That's one option that you could take. The other option is to know doubt as doubt. Come to know doubt as doubt. And that means acknowledging how fucking delicious that story wants to, and how delicious it is to the ego. Now, this can villainize doubt. This can make doubt seem like it's an enemy, which in some sense it sort of is, but doubt is also a very powerful force that has kept you safe. Because if you doubt, it also assumes that A, I can get out of it, and B, it keeps you safe within your bubble that your mind has created for you. It keeps you, it puts you say I'm going to go and do a martial art. If your mind's like, oh, is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? It paralyzes you and keeps you in that place that you're currently at. So we feel into that doubt full on. No doubt as doubt. Oh, okay, doubt is here. And I can feel that delicious pull of it. It really wants to be real. Okay. Thank you, doubt. Thank you, doubt. But doubt doesn't actually have to paralyze us, although our mind really thinks it does. You know, it could be, I want to pick the right practice or whatever it is. No doubt as doubt. Your mind's trying to put you in a box of what's familiar, but it's just another thought and belief, a network of beliefs. And I found what's very helpful, if you refer to my previous video on the nature of coming into the immediacy of experience. I'll put a card up the top here to go to that. I think it's very much worth watching if you resonate with this approach. But as I said, the mind can blossom off into all sorts of different directions, but if you come into the immediacy of that felt sense of doubt and drop the label of it being doubt, so you're just right on one-on-one contact with it, because then the mind's going to want to try and shoot off, it's going to try and shoot out, but this means this about me, but this means that about me, this means I can't do it. And then you're just merging with those thoughts as they arise, like you're feeling them in the body as they arise, the origin point of the thought. And connecting to the bodily felt sense as well at the same time. And then imagine living from that place where you're no longer engaging the narrative. And then you can subtly drop in, you know, what is it costing me to believe this as well? Like, oh yeah, okay. And then it invites you back into the immediacy, like, wow, this really is costing me a lot. So I'm just in the raw, immediate experience and acting spontaneously through the doubt. But there's also another approach, and this one is particularly potent as well for those who have suffered with doubt for quite some time, and you trust what's important for you, what feels right for you. But there's also somatic inquiry that can be done about this doubt. So if doubt has a felt sense in the body, if you made it to this point in the video, maybe you've been able to connect to that felt sense of as doubt emerges, it actually manifests itself in the body. So what if you connected to that doubt and give it a voice and take it right to the root? I've made a video like this before, but I'll touch on it briefly. What do I believe about this feeling of doubt? What does it say about me? Give it a voice, an unfiltered voice, as if you are becoming that doubt, you're merging with it, with the felt sense in the body, and you're letting it speak. And, you know, you'll have to drop away. You just have to lean right into that doubt and give it a voice. So it can say things like, I can never do it right. And every time I try, I just fuck it up. And I've tried everything, and I've tried all the practices, and I've tried all the self-help techniques, and I've listened to this non-duality speaker, this spiritual practitioner say this, and this person said this, and I still just can't get it, man. Why can't I get it? Like, give it a voice. Like, see how unfiltered it is? Whatever it has to say, just let it out onto paper, and you're feeling it in the body, and it's like you're just letting it out. It's like a child that you've pushed away so much with unconscious resistance. It's not like you're doing this literally, but the mind has created this unconscious resistance, and you're just giving it finally giving it a platform to say what it has to say with unconditional love. You're like, okay, doubt, thank you. I see that you're trying to keep me safe. And then you can take that further. You know, like, take it right to the root. Doubt, what are you trying to do for me? And then you can be like, what do I need safety for? Where did I need you in the first place? Okay, I needed you in that situation. Then you're speaking from the doubt, you're just trusting and leaning right in. And then take it right to the root, you know, like right into the depths of like needing love, needing validation. Like, what is this doubt doing for me? is what you're really, and you're just following the chain of whys and hows and what's it doing for me, and go take it all away. Give yourself permission to do that. And you might dance between these two approaches, but the opposite is, again, what's at risk if you believe that doubt? There's a lot at risk, I'm sure. With these two approaches, it allows us to form a loving, curious relationship with doubt rather than letting it command our lives. So, let me know if you found this helpful. Again, I offer one-on-one sessions on my website that I've just opened up recently. And you can also find some other helpful resources as it relates to awakening and source code, emotional, integrative work. So I'll see you over there, but thank you very much for watching.